Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the Beginner's Guide for Phasmophobia. In this video, we're going to be going over the training. We're going to be running a couple rounds of both amateur and professional. We're going to be talking about hiding spots, how to survive hunts, things like that. We're just going to be going over everything I can think of to talk about in Phasmo that a beginner would need to know about. I will put timestamps in the description, so hopefully there'll be chapters. If that works, hopefully that'll work. And I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you find it informative, especially if you're a console player. And I will see you in the video. Also, liking helps channel, subscribing also, see more of me. Anyways, this is so scuffed, I'm sorry. I will see you in the video. So let's load into the training.
Welcome to your first day at Ghost Hunting Distribution. Read the whiteboard to get started.
Okay, welcome. Here at Ghost Hunting Distribution, we'd like to welcome you to our training facility. To start, grab a flashlight behind you. Each thing is, the colors is corresponded with the sticky note that tells you how to do the thing. So grab is E, unless you have it keybound. I don't know what it'll be on console. You can toggle the flashlight with use, that'll be mouse 2 if equipped, or special if it's in your inventory. So use mouse 2, that'll be right click, special T. You can cycle through your held items to change which one you are holding. You can carry 3 items at once. When you're ready, grab the key to the right, then interact with the keypad to the left to open the trunk, and then move to the next section. Interact with mouse 1. I grab this, turn it on. You can also toggle it in our inventory with T, as you can see. Grab this, turn this on. I don't know why it's a bit janky right now. Alright. Ghost room. Your first goal when entering a haunted location is to find the ghost's favorite room. This is a room where the ghost will spend the majority of its time. To find the ghost room, look out for open doors, items that have been thrown, or sounds coming from that area of the location. When playing higher difficulties, ghosts can change their favorite room when wandering. To open a door, interact with it and move forward. Also, So, first, section of the training is just explaining how some of the keybinds are and everything. I don't know what they'll be on Xbox. We go up here. Got these sticky notes with all the different interactions. I think these will be on all of the stuff. Crouch to see. I have my crouch rebound to control because that's what it is in most of my games. So it's easier that way. To find the ghost room, look out for open doors, items that have been thrown, or sounds coming from that area of the location. Excuse me. When playing higher difficulties, ghosts can change their favorite room while wandering. To open a door, interact with it and move forward. So interact will be left click, just like so. Room 1. Thing seems to be in place. I hear something getting moved. Room 2. Things seems very out of place here. Room 3.
Head through the door to the next section.
Alright. So how would we know that room 3 is the room? That's an excellent question. How would we know? What I would be looking for is things being on the floor that shouldn't be on the floor. I think it'd actually be room 2. See? You can see it throwing stuff around. This cup's on the floor. This, donut box is on the floor. That's on the floor now. So is that. So it'd be room 2, that's the ghost room. Because of all the stuff being thrown around. So next section. Sanity. Each investigator has their own sanity level, represented in the truck by a percentage on a screen. When playing on a team, you will also have an average sanity level. Several things can lower your sanity, such as standing in the dark or ghost events and abilities. You can restore your sanity level by using sanity medication. Try drinking one using a bottle below. It'll take a few seconds to replenish. So grab it, use it. You should see your sanity increase on the screen to the left. Sanity medications will have different amounts of frustration depending on the difficulty you are playing. So you can see we're slowly climbing back up. We were at like 40 before, now we're at like 80. I don't know if we're gonna increase more. I think we're still increasing. Okay, it looks like we're getting back up to full. Here one takes quite a while. That's the main difference between the tiers, just how long it takes. Lighting. To keep your sanity stable, you should stand in lit rooms or areas as much as possible. You can turn on lights using the switch, aim at the switch, then interact with it, so like so. Each location has a maximum number of lights that can be turned on at once. If you exceed this number, the fuse box will trip and turn off every light. You can turn the fuse box back on by interacting with the switch. Try tripping the fuse box by playing with the lights to the right, then turn the fuse box back on.
Well done.
So you see we had too many lights on and then the breaker tripped. We turn the fuse box back on. On small maps you can turn on like 10. You can turn on like 9 lights. At the 10th one it'll break. On medium maps I think it's 8 when it breaks, and then on large maps I think it's 6. I'm not sure. I could be wrong about that. In a normal contract you will only need to find up to 3 evidence types, but for this training we'll be showing you all 7. EMF spots are left behind on almost everything that a ghost interacts with. These hotspots last around 20 seconds and can be read with an EMF reader. Grab your EMF reader below, turn it on with use, and then move it towards objects that a ghost has recently interacted with. Some ghost types will leave a stronger EMF hotspots. If your EMF reader is displaying a strength of 5 or higher, this is an evidence. Open your journal by pressing on the journal button, that's J by default, and click the evidence tab at the top of the page, then mark EMF 5 as checked, so it would look like that. So let's go. So we just need to wait for the ghost to do stuff. That's the EMF 5. So you can see how it's like going over the 5 without there being any events or anything. Then that's just regular 3 for the throw. Okay. Got this one. Another 5. So that's what that looks like. Ultraviolet. Some ghost types will leave behind UV handprints on doors, windows, and even footprints on the floor if they walk into some well-placed salt. To find these, listen out for paranormal interactions on those objects, then grab your UV light, activate it with the use, then shine it around to see what prints have been left. If you find UV evident handprints or footprints, make sure to note them down on the evidence page in your journal. Lastly, if you shine UV light onto a print for long enough, it will become charged, allowing you to swap to a camera and snap a quick photo for some extra cash. So let's go see. We can see this right here. It wouldn't just like magically appear without any interactions, but this is what it would look like. Got these. Got this handprint here.
Well done.
Thank you. I think that's because we charged it. Freezing temperatures. Ghosts are known for making the area around them colder, but some ghost types will push these temperatures below freezing. When navigating a location around you, you may notice your breath being frozen in front of you, visualized by a cold cloud of air. If you find this, it may be worth checking the temperature of the room accurately. To do so, grab a thermometer and walk into each room, then check the temperatures as they adjust. If you're looking for anything below freezing, 0 Celsius to 32 Fahrenheit. If you find freezing temperatures, mark it in your journal. Alright. Temperatures start going down here, but then they go back up, so I don't think it'll be freezing in this room. We've got some breath here. Now, you'll usually get breath in the ghost room, at least eventually. We have freezing temperatures here.
Move to the next room.
See how it's below 0? This is freezing temperatures. Breath used to mean freezing, just by itself, but it doesn't anymore. Alright, dodge projector. Dodge projectors let us see things that normal light does not. Sometimes using this light will reveal a small flicker into the paranormal world. Several ghost types can be revealed with the dodge projector. All you need to do is find them. Grab a projector, turn it on with use, and aim the light where you think a ghost may be. If you see a ghostly silhouette appear, then you found some evidence. Try to find a ghostly apparition in the room to the left. You can then mark it in your journal. So, we can see that we got these, like, dudes in sheets being revealed with the dots. This is not how dots actually work in a contract. It has to go into dots form and then walk through your dots projector. And they don't just stand around like this. This is kind of a lie. But it does give you like an idea of what you're looking for. You can also set the dots down like so. Have a sort of... You don't have to stare at it for too long. Alright, ghost orbs. Often when filming paranormal evidence with a video camera, investigators have found unexplainable flecks of light that slowly drift across their footage. These have been named ghost orbs. To find them, grab a video camera and turn on night vision with use. During contracts, you can place the video camera down and view the camera feed from the safety of the truck. Search around the ghost room and look for any small flecks of light moving around. If you find one, mark it in your journal. Okay, and we see the orb immediately. There's one. There it is again. There it is. There it is.
Nice work.
Alright. So that's how that works. Ghostwriting. Some paranormal entities will interact with more objects than others. In several reported cases, ghosts have been known to write vague messages in books if left long enough. To get ghostwriting evidence, grab a ghostwriting book and place it, that's F, down somewhere near the ghost. After some time, the ghost will either throw the book or write in it. For the latter, note that evidence down in your journal. Alright. We come in here, place the book here, and then we just wait. Then there we go.
Well done.
We see it writing. Big old scribble on the page. Spirit box. EVP recorders or spirit boxes are radio devices designed to scan through different frequencies, possibly revealing some paranormal audio amongst the static. Oh, we're in an ad break. Hang on. Alright. How do you get a perfect run? You have to identify the ghost correctly, find all of your evidences, or not find all of your evidences, get all of your objectives, get all perfect photos, find the bone, and also everyone survives. I think. I don't know if you have to have everyone survive on multiplayer. But I know you have to survive. Yes, all 3 stars. EVP recorders or spirit boxes are radio devices designed to scan through different frequencies, possibly revealing some paranormal audio amongst the static. To use a spirit box, grab one below and turn it on with use. Make sure that all of the room lights in the area are turned off, then you can ask the spirit ghost questions in hope of a response. Try asking, "Where are you?" If you get a response, the indicator will flash white and you should hear a voice that's unique amongst the radio frequencies. If it flashes red, your question was heard, but you didn't get a reply. Enter the next area, find the ghost room, and then try it out. Alright. So... this seems to be the ghost room. We're having breath in here. Where are you? There we go.
Good job.
Are you here?
In a way.
Yes, 3 stars. So you hear how it's speaking, how we have that light there. Alright, hunts. During contracts, ghosts can initiate an attack on you and your fellow investigators. These attacks will have a chance to occur once your sanity has reached an average threshold of 50%. Some ghost types might attack earlier or later than this. Depending on the difficulty you're playing, you may have a setup timer. This is normally displayed on a large LED clock on the truck that looks like this. Like the one to the right. And this will stop your sanity going below 50% as well as prevent hunts. When a hunt starts, the exit doors will lock and the ghost will start searching for you. Turn off your equipment, hide in a locker, or crouch behind something tall and wait until it's over. Enter the next room to simulate a hunt. Alright. So we're gonna go in.
Something's not quite right. You better hide, quickly.
Lights start flickering. We go into a locker. We hold the door. We hear the ghost start walking around.
That was a close one. Congratulations on completing your training. You can exit through the truck by interacting with the keypad.
This one would also work as a hiding spot. Going back here. These are like furniture hiding spots. This would also work back here.
Something's not quite right. You better hide, quickly.
I didn't expect it to go again. Get dodged. Alright. Enter the truck and use the keypad to exit. And there we go. And that's the training.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
That's how the training goes. Let's go to amateur. Oh, Rhino Tanglewood run here. So I can kind of take you guys through like what your first investigation might look like. Also, hello, Miss Piper.
Alright, we're here.
She's so silly. Actually, hang on. I should have the right equipment for this.
Welcome.
Go here. So, this is more like what your equipment will look like for your first round. Can I help you?
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before.
She's so silly. Alright. So here's what the truck looks like. You've got your monitor with your camera feeds on this. This guy, he means nothing. There's always going to be a cursed possession unless you're playing on a difficulty with no cursed possession. This is our setup timer, 5 minutes on amateur. On intermediate, it's 2 minutes, I think. And then above that, it's nothing. This does not matter effectively. It's a security blanket, that's about it. So over here you have your ghost name. It responds to people who are alone. It gives you this information up to, I think it gives it to you on professional, I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But this tells you if you have to be alone for spirit box or if your friends can be in the room with you. In this case we have to be alone to do spirit box. If it is a spirit box ghost. These are objectives, ghost event, firelight, paramic. We're not going to be able to do those things because we did not bring these with us. I think in actual practice, it'll only give us objectives that we have the equipment for unlocked. Since we are at level like 74, I think we have everything unlocked. I just didn't bring it with us. So what I usually start with is flashlight, thermo, and DMF. These are the best tools for finding the ghost room. Now, we go inside, get some lights on. On amateur, the breaker starts on immediately. Okay, I'm already hearing the ghost throwing things. all the doors also start closed. Just something to be aware of. We also have all the hiding spots. This is a cursed item, the music box. If using it will immediately set your setup time to 0. So if you're just starting out, I would recommend not doing that right away. Alright, this is probably the ghost room. On amateur, the ghosts don't wander around that much. So we're gonna check this. Unless maybe the ghost is in the living room. It could reach through the wall, that is very possible. I don't think it did, I think it's just in here for real. Okay. Leave it there. Let's talk about hiding spots. So, on amateur, you'll get all of your hiding spots. What you're looking for mainly is closets like this. The way I would recommend hiding in a closet is you keep one door open just to kind of mark it as like a spot you can hide, and then you run into that door, then you kind of scooch into the closet and hold the other door closed. That's what I do. It works very well. You don't have to have both doors closed as long as you are behind the one that is closed. So like if you're hiding here, this is obviously not going to help you. But back here, you're solid. You can say that door is open now. You can come over here. You can duck behind this counter. This isn't an actual hiding spot, but you can get away with that being back here. We've also got the potato. Thank you. Down in the basement, we've got this plywood spot. You can just kind of duck behind back here. Then up here in the garage, we've got the breaker for one thing. The breaker on these house maps will be either garage or basement. But we also have these lockers to hide in, just like during the training. You can also hide behind the car. But if you're gonna hide behind the car or the counter, you wanna be ready to go elsewhere. Alright. So, as we can see, our sanity is still totally fine. We have not lost a speck of sanity. And our activity is basically at a 0. This is a very calm ghost. Let's start with this stuff next. Alright, we have about a minute left of setup time. Do not worry about this being gone. That doesn't mean the ghost can start hunting as soon as that timer's over, unless it's a demon or something. It just means your security blanket is gone, but you're still, like, fine unless your sanity's super low. Alright. We got some of this stuff. We've got orbs. You see that little orby right there? Just drifting about. Alright. Temps is not freezing yet. We can mark off ghost orbs. Depending on what evidence we get, I will make sure to point out if mimic is a possibility. And how we would distinguish it. Alright. Does not seem like we have UV. That door just moved. Alright. No UV on this side either. None over here. So it's definitely not UV. Since we have all three evidences, we can, like, rule it out. But if we were playing with, like, less than that, we wouldn't be able to rule it out because that would remove ghosts that it could be. Alright. I can tab over to here. I'll probably want to move the camera and get this and this. Set this up like here. Alright. Where are you? Are you here?
Right
Are you
here.
close? Alright, we got spirit box. Alright. Are you okay? Or Onryo? So once you have like two pieces of evidence, something you can do at that point is you start seeing which ones it can't be. So if we check off EMF 5, that leaves us with nothing, so we cross that out because it can't be that. If we check off ghost rating, that leaves us with Mare. Phrasing would leave us with Onryo. Dots would leave us with yokai. Can move that there, give the ghost a bit more of a shot at interacting with it. Turn this off, kind of watch it. Seems very interested in the UV there, or in the door there. Doesn't mean anything though. You can go out to the van and see what we see out there. You can see that there's activity happening. This is like the sum of all the activity in the house going on at any given point. Okay. Alright. Look in here, see if this is it. I'm thinking it's probably going to be dots, just because that's the one thing that makes sense I haven't seen yet. I saw something, but I don't think that was dots. I think that was just my breath. We should have gotten freezing by now. It's not writing yet. If it was writing, the pencil would be gone. That's that. Okay. Okay. Generally speaking, unless you're looking for something like Spirit Box, you want to have the lights on just for your sanity. But on amateur, our sanity drain's so slow anyways, it's probably, there's dots. You saw it walk through, that's dots. So this is in fact a yokai. Alright. So on amateur, you're probably going to want to just get in and get out and get your evidence. That's it. I would not even recommend going for these objectives. Just get in, escape with your life. Get that money. Won't be a lot of money, but it'll be enough to get you started. And there we go.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for
It's
you.
only about $300. Well, it would have been $200 if we didn't get an objective there. It's a very small amount of money. So let's say then that you have unlocked like all the tier 2 equipment. And you're moving on to professional. So that's the case. Just set up a full loadout here. Let's say you're ready to try professional. We'll go to Edgefield for this. We'll talk about the biggest differences between professional and amateur.
Check the equipment and get set up before.
So first things first, there is no setup timer. Once again, this does not mean that we go in and we get immediately killed. Unless this is a demon, which would just be funny. Also, reports of violence. Once again, this guy, it does not mean anything. Now, you can use a flashlight here, but what I like to do when I have it unlocked is use tier 3 or tier 2 headgear, because that means I have an extra inventory slot we can use for camera. So, 1278 Gregory Winter. No setup timer, again, means nothing. It's just we don't have our security blanket. Okay, and then our objectives are repel with incense while chasing someone, cleanse the area near the ghost using incense. We can hit those both in one hunt, and detect the ghosts present with a motion sensor. So go in. Also, the breaker starts off on this difficulty, so I have to go find it. Once again, it'll be either in the garage or the basement. In this case, it is in the garage. What did it interact with? That's odd. And that's a throw. EMF 3 is a throw, but I'm not sure what it threw. Oh, through this. Sometimes the EMF clips through the floor for some reason. I don't know why. So we're gonna turn on lights as much as we can. We're also gonna start looking for hiding spots. Got this one here. Got that one there. Alright, let's see what the ghost situation looks like. Okay. I turned on the TV here. And it knocked that over. This ghost seems to have quite the wide range. Take a picture of that for the evidence. For the journal. So we're kind of already starting to observe some behaviors, such as how interactive it seems to be. We can use a tripod. Some people hate tripods. I think they're fine, especially if you need to have the breaker up, or the video camera up anyways. Okay. I have an orb or something floating around there. Get that dodge in, that book in. think it might be a ghost. No way. Alright, we see the orb floating around there. There are some things that in the right circumstances can look like orbs, but that is definitely an orb. If it doesn't move, it's not an orb. Alright. UV. Spirit box. So get a crucifix in there. Now the crucifix will stop the ghost from doing a hunt if the ghost tries to hunt within the same area as the crucifix. So, this book, it was thrown without there being any writing in it, so we can cross off ghost writing. I also had the ghost knock on a window here. It also turned off the breaker. Okay. It turned off, did something with this light, and there's UV on it. So we can roll that in. Let's get the breaker back on for the sake of our sanity. I'm not sure, actually. I don't think it's the ghost itself, it's just like a manifestation of the ghost, or like a thing that the ghost does. But I'm not entirely sure. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? How old are you? Are you here? Where are you? Alright, I don't think it's a spirit box. Let's go get another cruci. Yeah, I'm sitting on my foot. Ouch. Also grab a motion sensor. Alright. See what this is. Okay, we have freezing temps. See how it's below. Once it gets below 1. Exactly. Once it gets below 1, you know it's going to be freezing, and then obviously below 0 is just freezing. Now, however, this combination of evidence could be a mimic. If we got Spirit Box, it would definitely be a mimic, but we didn't get Spirit Box, so I don't think it is, so it's just a Hantu. So what we're gonna do now is try to get a perfect game going. Some salt, some candles, go for some photos. We also go find the cursed item. Salt here, salt there, salt there. Gonna go find the cursed possession. Nothing. Going to be a summoning circle. Yes. And we have these lockers here. Imagine. That'd be kind of funny. Let me close this. Alright. Our sanity is still totally fine, by the way. My Hantu is a 50% hunter. So we're at like 80%, so we're totally fine. You can grab another motion sensor, give it a bit more of a chance to go through it. Alright. Let's go find the bone as well. This ghost seems to be kind of all over the place. I don't remember turning this light on. So we got the baby room. This room. There's our bone. I can just get it. Big ass bone. Oh. Did the ghost change its room? I feel like it might have. They can do that on this difficulty. Yeah, that definitely did. Okay. Seems to be up here now. Yeah. So, this there. This one over here. We get one of these, and that's about it, I think. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. So this ghost has already moved rooms, which is extremely annoying of it, but it is what it is. So, we can take a picture of the salt here. I think it's gonna be too late, when we get up there with this. Cause the salt footsteps for UV, the salt UV only last like a couple of seconds. Yeah, it's too late. It's gone now. If you're using UV to test for, if you're using salt to test for UV, you want to check it immediately. You know, it's not something you can leave to wait for a little bit like you can with like doors or light switches. And there's our UV feet, as we can see. Ghost is walking around. It might be a bug. Don't think they're supposed to walk into the wall, but I guess it is a ghost, so anything goes, right? You can also take pictures of the UV on doors. This here. Photos. We get the interaction? We do. Alright, awesome. This picture and this picture. That's all of our photos. Alright. We're gonna grab these. And then we're gonna go over here. So, the normal use of the summoning circle is usually going to be lighting all of the candles, getting the ghost event, and then running away. That's not what we're going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to light some of the candles, not all of them, but some of them. Get our sanity nice and low, so the ghost can hunt us. Grab all of these smudge sticks here. We're at 60%, so if we light like 3, that should be good. So let's go down here. We'll do 1, 2, 3. We go upstairs. We wait for the ghost to hunt. Because it should be able to hunt any second now. The reason we bring the crucifixes down, what that's when we're expecting a hunt is so it doesn't spawn on top of us. Let me just wait here. There we go. You hear the footsteps. When you hear it start like that, like the noises and then the footsteps, that's a hunt. It's fast up in its room now. You hear it be fast there. Now down here it's slow. Does not gain any speed. We smudge. We run. Turn this corner. You always want to have a spot to go if you know you're going to be haunted. That's what that looks like. And that's how you survive a hunt. If you don't have smudge sticks, what you want to do is you want to break line of sight like twice. You want to, because the way the ghost works is it'll go to where it last saw you, and then if it could see you again or detect you in any other way again, it'll go to that location. So that's how that works. So that was a Hantu. It hunted like a Hantu as well, so that matches the expected behavior. So that's that. We've got ourselves all of our objectives, all of our photos. We've got the correct ghost. We got the bone. So we can leave. We've got ourselves a perfect investigation. We'll see how this pays out. Because it'll be a pretty handsome amount of cash, especially for a beginner.
Welcome back.
Ta-da, there's our Hantu. Some objectives give you more money than others. Some photos give you more money than others. So, this was a 1300 XP round, which is very nice. Especially when you're first starting out. At like lower levels, this will get you like at least a good couple of levels, because the number of XP it takes to level increases with the level. Alright, we can go over to detailed statistics. We traveled 906 meters, we almost traveled a full kilometer, excuse me. So we lost 85% of our sanity, that sounds about right. Spent about 3.5 minutes in the ghost room, 10 minutes in the light, 5 minutes in the dark. 15-minute round total. The ghost traveled about half a kilometer. Moved 13 objects, used 5, moved 10 doors, switched 3 lights, toggled fuse box only once, which is nice because usually Hantus are just very rude about the breaker. Interactions 32. I think that includes during a hunt. That's what I've heard. So that would make sense. Favorite room changes 1. It changes room from the living room up to the upstairs hallway, as we saw there. No abilities, no events, 1 hunt. I don't think Hantu has any like special ability other than how it acts during a hunt. I'm in favorite room, time out of favorite room. Bone location was in the purple bedroom. Hunt was 30 seconds. Alright, so we'll talk through all of the difficulties. We won't necessarily play with them, but we'll talk about them. So the first one that you're probably going to play on as a beginner is amateur. Recommended for new ghost hunters. This is a long set of time, long hunt grace period, short hunt duration. Hunts last about, I think it's like 15 seconds on amateur. Sanity pills restore a lot of sanity. Regain half of your lost equipment value if you die. For intermediate, this is like the standard. Average setup time, which is like 2 or 3 minutes. Average hunt grace period. Average hunt duration. Sanity pills restore some sanity. On amateur, they restore 40. I think on intermediate, it's like 30-ish. Fuse box starts off. Fewer places to hide, and you regain some of your lost equipment value if you die. So hiding places, you saw how in that professional round there were some spots that were like blocked off, that like lockers, some of the lockers were full, some of the closets weren't available to us, things like that. So that's how we know when a hiding spot is available or not, is if it's like full of stuff or if it's not there. I can go in on a round with all the hiding spots blocked, just to show you what that looks like. This one's professional for experienced ghost hunters. The ghost room can rarely change. No setup time, short hunt grace periods, like 2 seconds, I think. Long hunt duration. Sanity pills restore little sanity. Fuse box starts off, much fewer hiding spots. I think it's like 25% on professional for the sanity pills. I'm not sure though. I think the longest a hunt can be on a small map is 30 seconds. On a big map, it can be 60 seconds. It depends on the map size. Also, cursed hunts will last twice as long, I think. Or will it be 50% longer? I'm not sure. Nightmare is a challenge for the best of the best. The ghost will hide one type of evidence, so they'll get 2 evidence instead of 3. The ghost room will sometimes change, no setup time, short hunt grace period about 2 seconds. Long hunt duration, kills increase hunt duration, so if you're playing on a team and one of your friends get killed, the ghost will keep hunting. Every difficulty below this, the ghost will stop hunting when it kills someone. But on this one, the ghost will keep hunting after it kills someone, and the hunt will last longer. So you can get a hunt that lasts for what feels like ages if it kills people, especially if it's a cursed hunt. Sanity filters are much less sanity. I think it's 25. Don't quote me on that though. Fuse box starts off almost no hiding places. It's like on Tanglewood, it's like 2. I think that's the case for like all the small house maps on Grafton. It's like 4. I'm not sure about Blaisdell. On Willow, it's like 1, which is just insane. It's almost always the worst one too. Insanity, feeling brave. These ghosts don't mess around. The ghosts will hide 2 types of evidence, so you get. Also, what it doesn't say here is on Nightmare and Insanity, you don't have the screens, which is just insanely rude, in my opinion. And I'll talk about why in a second. But on Insanity, the ghost will hide 2 types of evidence, so you only get 1. No cursed possession. The ghost room will change more often. No step time and less starting sanity. On Insanity, you start at 75% sanity. Short hunt grace period and fingerprint duration. Long hunt duration and kills increase the duration. Sanity filters for even less sanity. Fuse box starts off, and almost no hiding places. So the reason why I say that it's kind of rude of them to take the screens away with Nightmare and Insanity is that the screens give you so much useful information, such as what your sanity. If the ghost starts hunting, you can be like, okay, I should not be getting hunted right now. This is an early hunter. Or if it does the poltergeist ability and you see it shoot up to 10, you can be like, that's a poltergeist. But with the screens being gone, you can't do that, so it's kind of like, if it was just one or the other, either removing the screens or removing the evidence, it would be totally cool. But removing both at the same time is rough. So that's that. Also, Insanity is particularly dangerous, especially against things like yokais or thays, because you start at 75% sanity, which is that's when the Thay can start being able to hunt. And yokai has been able to hunt for about 5% of sanity before that point, if you're talking around it. Yokai is like the multiplayer killer, because you're usually talking to your friends in multiplayer. Since I play with Bush Duck on while I'm streaming, I don't usually have to worry about yokais too much. Because that seems to be how that works. Also, then we have the challenge mode, which is audio only. In this case, it'll be a different challenge in a different map each week. I don't know how many there are. I think there's like a year or so. No, maybe not a year. There's lots and lots of challenges. I think it might be like half a year. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, please. I might be just completely talking out of my ass. But in this case, we've already done it. It's audio only. Extra audio equipment. You'll have to use your ears. Go type in Sunny Meadows. I'm not sure what it'll be next week. We'll see. And then over here, you'll have custom difficulties. You don't unlock these right away, but you can set your difficulty up to whatever you like. I have my 0 sanity, 0 evidence, which we can see here. I have my regular gameplay, which I just changed the number of evidence for. And then I have my getting screenshots. I have a screenshots one. Gosh, I'm gonna set this one up to have all of the cursed items because it's a 0% multiplier anyways. Alright. So that's that. I can show you guys what each of the cursed possessions do. Let me turn off Friendly Ghost. Turn off loot items and consumables. Turn off Friendly Ghost. Save here. Let's go to Tanglewood. So, I'll show you for each map where all the cursed items are and how to use them. Or do you want to do it for each map or just some of them?
Got the intel. Looks like this is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of violence, and it looks like they left in a hurry.
Can take this. We're not really concerned with the investigation, we're just concerned with using the cursed items. So, if we remember, we have the music box here. Got the mirror right here. The mirror's main use is finding the ghost room. Like so. We know it's in the bathroom because we see the tile walls. So that's where the ghost is. We've got the monkey paw. And then we've got the voodoo doll, which can be used to force interactions. So, grab this guy, see what we can do. Imagine it's a hard pin immediately, that'd be so fucking funny. Alright. Okay, we are to throw something over here. That would have drained about 5% of our sanity. And that goes through something. Alright, so the way the music box works, so you go... I don't think we got that, but that's exactly what it does. Okay, and that's how we escape the ghost. Why on earth did it yell at you? Hell yeah. So, this is a cursed hunt right now. All the hunts after this are going to be cursed hunts because that's how that works. Okay. We got the ghost photo. I don't think it was a 2-star. That's fair enough. So, you saw how the ghost walked up to the thing. And then was kind of like dancing on it. And then it hunted. Alright. We're playing with basically amateur, but with all the cursed items and stuff. So, these are tarot cards right here. Where'd I put the camera? I don't remember where I put the camera. Might be in the van. Oh well. Okay. They're touching doors over there. Let's have some cards. The Hermit. Not actually sure what that does in practical terms. Come over here. Wheel of Fortune, green, that gives us 25% sanity. Hermit, they're supposed to trap the ghost in the room. I don't know if it actually does. High Priestess, Fool. High Priestess would have given us a free death. It would have let us live. Fool makes it do nothing though. Hermit, Fool. Hermit. Fool. Wheel of Fortune. Red, that drains 25% of our sanity. Devil. That's an event. It broke our lights, which is insanely rude. The tower. Well, it's supposed to make the ghost do a bit more interactions. It used to immediately force an interaction. Also, there's our bone right there. Hermit. Alright. That's the tarot cards. Oh, we still need to... Can take a drugs. So I can show off the summoning circle, how that works. And then we also have the monkey paw, which you can use to wish for knowledge. I wouldn't, personally, because it's just not worth it. We're gonna come down here. We also have the Ouija board. We can ask you questions like where it is, how old it is, things like that. Summoning circle. Oh, doot, doot, doot. Doot. And doot. There's our ghost. We run. You can also grab a photo of it. We go to our hiding spot. You see her waddling around out there. We wait for the hunt to be over. The way we tell when the hunt is over is when all the lights turn off. Like so. Alright, and then we get on out of here. Alright. Sanity is very, very low now. I'm gonna take some drugs so I can talk a bit more about how ghosts work, how to survive hunts and stuff. Because I don't want to get hunted necessarily right now, I just want to talk about it. So, one of the biggest things, the two biggest things to remember for surviving hunts are keep your damn equipment off, and also do not talk. Equipment off, stop talking. Also, do not let the ghost watch you hide. Like, let's say the ghost starts hunting right here. It's like right here. Don't hide in this closet. It's going to see you hide, most likely. Especially don't hide in this one, because if the ghost is right here and you hide here, it's just going to be like, I know where you are, and they're just going to kill you. What you want to do is you want to break line of sight twice. So let's say the ghost is like right here. You want to go like turn this corner, and then you can either go to the basement, hide behind that plywood, or you can go to the garage, hide in these lockers. Because what the ghost will do is it'll go to wherever it last saw you. So like, let's say the ghost is here and you're here. It'll go here, and then if it sees you over there, it'll go there. Sees you here, it'll go here. So what you want to do is you want to break line of sight before it gets... You don't want to be where it last saw you. You don't want to be visible from where it last saw you. That's the gist of it. That's how most of the curse possessions work. That monkey paw is like my least favorite. Ouija board is fine. Also, Ouija board does not necessarily tell you where the ghost is. It just tells you... It doesn't tell you the favorite room, even if you ask for the favorite room. You can ask for the favorite room, but it'll still give you just where the ghost is at that point in time. Which may or may not be the favorite room if it's roaming. Okay. It was a banshee, of course. I guess that makes sense, it was kind of roamy. Alright. I could talk about how to identify events here. Me do run the ghost on event frequency high, sanity 0%. Save this so I can go in and we can see how we tell the difference between how we tell hunts, or how we tell an event is happening rather than a hunt.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
So the biggest giveaway that these are going to be events is that we are on Friendly Ghost, so the ghost can't hunt. But assuming that we're not,
Take a look. You may be able to use
I'll talk about each one and how we tell the difference. We can go here, here, here. Let's grab this. Also, hey, Yoshi, how you doing? Let's go find our ghosty. Can just use this. Actually, no, we can't because we're at 0% sanity. Psych! I lied. Alright. Ghost is over here. I hear it. I think. There we go. "17 degrees, but also with sunrise weather with the breaker starting on, so it'll be warm at the beginning." Got the bunny just kind of hanging off the curtain, I guess. Alright. Me. So, the way we could tell that was an event, I actually completely missed it. It was a light breaking event though. So, this is our ghost room, unless it isn't. My genius knows no bounds. This is the ghost room unless it isn't. We're just gonna hang out here, wait for the ghost to do something. So, the way we know that this is an event is the lights all turned off, the room door closed, and the ghost is standing there singing. When it's standing there singing, this particular tune for guys and Ring Around the Rosie for girls is never a hunt, this is always an event. Go ahead and snap a picture. Okay, open this door. Don't mean much. Close that door, that also don't mean much. Here. Alright, do something, sir, please. I think you can probably get away with hiding back here if you are in a pinch. Okay, please event again. I know you want to. Come on, buddy. Did something with that. Oh, we could get evidence here. There is a chance for that. We are playing on an amateur preset, basically. Hey, what if I throw it into the fan blades? Can't reach. Hang on. I like it on the bed. It just phases through. Okay. I thought it might have collision. It would have been kind of funny. Okay. Ghosts can interact with things like the guitar, window. You should learn what every interaction sounds like, such as Ghost throwing that onto the floor. Ghost buzzing on the cell phone. We heard that earlier. Shoes being thrown. That's a window knock right over there. So 2. Why do I have the laziest ghost of all time? We could theoretically look for evidence, even though we're not going to get paid for it. Can do this, this, and this. Also, I am at like 150% speed right now, because I am impatient. We have UV. See if we have orbs. We do have orbs. Alright, so the way we know that this is an event is the ghost is just standing there, just hanging out. If the lights hadn't already been off, I think they would have been turned off. I have orbs. So the light turned off. That was the ghost. Got UV on that as well. So once again, the light turns off, the doors all close, and the ghost is just standing there singing. Hi there. That's how we know that's an event. See this big ass spike? That's from the event. Grab this and this. Actually, it's not gonna be this. Now, if you were actually at 0% sanity, you wouldn't be just going in and finding evidence. Are you a banshee? This is another event. The way we know it's an event is once again the singing and also the lights being immediately off. During a hunt, the light will flicker. They won't turn off immediately. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Okay, I don't think it's spirit box. We can move that a tiny little bit. I'm out here. Yeah, that was just the light being switched. I think this is probably a banshee. That's the vibe I'm getting. So, we see the lights flickering, the ghost is just standing there, and then the lights shatter. Anytime you see the ghost in like that sort of model or a shadow model or anything other than like full form, it's an event. It's only a hunt if it's full model and flickering. And there it is singing again. Front door closes. This almost has to be banshee. Okay. Airball. Airball. So when the light turns off and then you hear that little hiss, that's an airball. Okay. Oh, it's onto it's freezing. Alright. That door being moved. Unless, of course. That's an event. Airball. Just like so. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? We got the hiding spot there, by the way. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? I think it's just on to for real. So that's kind of how we tell the difference between hunts and events. The main things are the ghost is standing still, or if it does move, like there are some events where the ghost will walk at you, it'll start walking immediately as soon as you hear the ghost noises. During a hunt, usually there'll be a bit of a grace period, unless you have it set to have no grace period. So you'll hear the ghost making mouth noises before it starts walking. Then the other way is the lights will turn off immediately at the start of the event. During a hunt, they'll flicker. During a light-breaking event, they'll also flicker, but the ghost will be standing still. But the light-breaking event is the one that usually tricks me the most for a hunt. What else is there? The singing. Certain songs are always events and never hunts. That little tune we heard, that the ghost singing there for a male ghost and Ring Around the Rosy for a female ghost. Those are always events, never hunts. What else? Anything other than a full-form model that is blinking in and out of view is an event. If it's a full-form model blinking in and out of view, it's always a hunt. But the long and short of it is, if you're not sure, just run. You can always figure out if you were right or wrong later.
Welcome back.
Okay.
I've prepared some jobs for you.
Alright, do we want to go through each of the small maps and go through each hiding spot? We've already done that for Tanglewood. As a beginner, you're probably going to be sticking with this top row of maps here. Tanglewood is probably going to be your first round, unless you decide to go crazy and go with something else. And then you might go with Willow next. Edgefield, Ridgeview, Grafton. We'll see. Alright, now what? What else can I teach here? Got these clipboards with our stuff there. This is basically nothing, it's just a little game you can play while you're waiting for your friends to show up, if you're playing in multiplayer. Here's the cupboard of all the cursed items, trophies, and stuff. Bones. You can see I have the full collection. Alright. We can go through all of these maps and talk about different, like, hiding spots and stuff. Let's go in on professional.
We've arrived.
Okay.
Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
We'll do a normal round, but we'll talk about hiding spots and stuff.
Objects nearby.
Get an average sanity below 25, average photo, and event.
You may be able to
We'll see.
use it to your advantage.
Once again, he's talking about a cursed possession. There's always cursed possession unless you're playing on a difficulty that specifically has no cursed possessions, such as insanity or a custom difficulty where you have turned the cursed possession off. Alright, let's get that breaker on. Got the voodoo doll there. That'll be handy. So we see these lockers are blocked. So this is not a hiding spot. Here's a bone. Get this here. Do we have plywood? We do not have plywood. You see how the plywood's gone? That means there's no plywood hiding. You might still be able to get away with hiding behind this thing as long as you don't give the ghost a reason to check out the basement and you get lucky and it doesn't decide to check out the basement. Anyways, you might still be able to get away with that. There isn't anything back here anyways. This is not a hiding spot. This is terrible. Because as soon as the ghost gets to about here, it'll just see you there. You might be able to get away with hiding back here. I haven't made it work, but maybe you could. Because the ghost has to get to about, like, here to see you. Maybe here. It can see you pretty early, but as long as it doesn't come into here, you're fine. Back here. Was not expecting that. Maybe I'll check my sanity. That might be important. It's an Oni, ain't it? It's an insane sanity drain. Hey TPI, how you doing? Awesome. Good to hear. We're gonna grab some of these because this ghost could go crazy mode. Hi, thank you for the sub. Alright, so if we go here. Once again, we don't have these lockers, but we could hide behind the car. We can also hide behind this. If the ghost doesn't come this far into the room, you're fine. There's nothing really to hide behind in the living room, so don't try to hide there. You might be able to get away with hiding behind this thing in here, as long as you don't give the ghost a reason to check you out in here. You can also maybe get away with hiding in either of these rooms, the door closed and your lights off, and if you're not talking. You also got these closets, those are official hiding spots. In here. You can hide behind the curb if this spot's open. If it's not, you'll see a bunch of boxes. You can also hide behind here. Sometimes it's about like 70-ish% effective. Or sometimes doesn't work other times. And like I said, you can also just hide behind the counter if you're lucky, or the car. Okay. I think that's all the spots on Tanglewood that I can talk about. Do we want to play the game, or do we want to just move on to the next one? I think we want to move on to the next one. Because right now my main focus is just talking about how to hide and stuff. Where you can hide even if you don't have hiding spots. I'm pretty sure this is an Oni based on how much it drained my sanity from that event. It was a mimic, of course.
Jobs ready for you.
Of course. Alright. I was probably mimicking an Oni there. Let's go Edgefield.
Alright, we're here.
Emily Craft. Alright.
Look at the equipment and prepare accordingly.
Rafael Wells
We'll start
chasing.
the investigation.
Paramike EMF or event.
Here must have summoned the ghost with a cursed object. Investigate it, but be careful.
Once again, just because he says there's a cursed possession doesn't mean there is if you're playing on a difficulty without it. And just because he doesn't say there's a cursed possession if you're sometimes doesn't mean there isn't one. The guy's full of shit. Alright. So go find the breaker, it's right here. We've got these. So, room by room. This is not a hiding spot, the ghost will see you immediately. You might be able to get away with hiding back here, as long as the ghost doesn't really go into this room. I'm not convinced this is a hiding spot. I've seen people use it. I'm not convinced it works, because I had a djinn once when I was testing out this spot. I had a djinn come in and then immediately do the djinn thing, which means it saw me, so I don't think that actually works as a hiding spot. This, however, works surprisingly well. As long as your equipment's all off and you're not giving the ghost a reason to come this far into the room, as long as it doesn't decide to roam this far in by itself, or it doesn't start in here, you're fine, usually. And also, it has the added benefit of you can watch the ghost hunt for a pretty long time going down this hallway, which is really, really good on a map like this where there's only one looping spot and it's not that good. Back here, you could, if these boxes weren't here, this would be a hiding spot. It's somewhat safe. I've died in here before. But if otherwise, you can close the door. You can be somewhat safe even without this hiding spot. As long as the door's closed, you're not giving the ghost a reason to check this place out. In that case, you'll be safer with if the ghost is like upstairs somewhere. That's like the worst spot to be if the ghost is in the kitchen though. You can come down here. Have these lockers. Those are open right now. Sometimes they're not. Otherwise you can hide back here. Usually the ghost won't find you unless it decides to come in here. Has to come really far. These shelves block a lot more line of sight than you think they do. So you can hide behind those. It's not an official hiding spot, but it'll get the job done. There isn't really much in here. This might work. I'm not sure though. It'll work in a pinch, and if you're lucky. Go up here. We have this closet here. I don't think this would work too well. The closet's about all you'd have in here. Nothing really in here to hide behind. Got the monkey paw, by the way. Hi there. There's our ghost. There's nothing really to hide behind in here. Got these two closets here. You might have one or both of them blocked. Come in here. There's a bone. Big old foot bone. Nothing really to hide behind in here. You could theoretically get away with hiding in here. But it's not that safe. In here. We got this closet here. This bathroom here, same story. I think you can probably theoretically get away with hiding back here as well. Especially if the ghost is far away. Got this room, these closets. In this case, both the closets are full. However, you can also get away with hiding back here, behind this door. Alright, and the breaker's off. Alright. I think that's all the spots on Edgefield.
Welcome back.
So you're, of course. Alright, I'm not really playing the game right now. Let's go for Ridgeview. We'll talk about these hiding spots as well.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
4. Let's go.
Objects nearby.
So as soon as we come in, let me get the breaker on so we can get some lights on and talk. I probably should have used custom difficulty for this, that would have been way easier, but oh well. Okay, breaker in the basement, of course. Hello. Breaker. Breaker can either be on that side of the basement or on that side of the basement. So, down here, we've got these lockers. These are closed right now, though. You can also hide, like, back here. That way if the ghost comes up, you can just kind of flip it around. Then run somewhere a bit more safe than this. Sometimes you'll have some toters here stacked up. You can hide behind that. In this case, with this shelf configuration, I would not recommend hiding behind the shelves too much down here. Again, you can kind of use it as like a temporary safety spot to loop and get away from the ghost. Okay, what else we got? You can have toters over here. We don't have them right now. I don't think that's definitely not a hiding spot. Yeah, you can see too much. The more you can see, the more the ghost can see, generally. We have this fridge spot. This is incredibly safe. Unless you get just extremely unlucky. Come back here. You can, I think this could work theoretically. It's not that great, but it could work. Look at the bonus, all tucked in. That's adorable. I get that. Come back here. We have this hiding spot here with the toters, but even if you don't have this hiding spot, if you have the door closed and you're staying quiet, you could get away with hiding back here, especially if the ghost is somewhere farther away. Okay. We go over here. You could hide by the piano here. This would work pretty well. I don't think this would work very well. It could though, maybe. I'm not sure. But piano is probably the best bet. If you can see the ghost, it's usually safest to assume the ghost can see you. In the garage, we have these lockers. They are full. We also have these lockers, which are not full. You can hide back here. This one's especially good because you have the extra line of sight break with the car. Even if you don't have the lockers, you could hide behind this car here. Chances of the ghost coming this far into the garage are pretty slim, unless it starts its hunt in the garage. Alright, we go, let me turn off this light here. We go here. We have closets. This one's not open. This one's not open. This one's not open, but same story as on Edgefield. You can just do this and you might survive. Big old teddy bear. That tells us where the ghost is. Because the ghost can teleport things out of its room. Okay, the ghost is definitely in this room. You might, if this wasn't the ghost room, you might be able to get away with hiding behind this thing. Like so. Got this closet here, it is open. Go in here. Nowhere really to hide here. Same story in here. That's about it. That's all the hiding spots on this map. Both official and unofficial. Alright. We're gonna get on out of here, and then I need to go to the bathroom. I'm not actually playing the game right now, by the way. We're just demonstrating hiding spots.
Alright, take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
Alright, here's this.
Got the intel. Looks like this is
We go get the breaker on. Okay. Needs to be this one. Dang it. Now, Grafton has 3 breaker spots, so you can be back there. It can be in the master bedroom closet here. Which isn't, or the last spot, it can be upstairs in the storage room. Which is like the most annoying spot for it. Once I get it on, then we'll talk about hiding spots. stalker, or the ghost. It's right over here. Alright. So let's start with this room, shall we? You can have these lockers here. But even if you don't, you can get away with hiding back here. I like to open this door up for just a bit of extra security. Because a bit more distance the ghost has to travel to get line of sight. So I'm kind of narrowing the width. At least that's what I think it does. I don't know if this blocks line of sight at all. I think the ghost can just walk through that. So I won't hide there. Here. Might be able to get away with hiding back here, especially if the ghost doesn't decide to come into this room. Same with back here. This would not work very well. This would work terribly. This is just standing out in the open. This is stupid if you do that. I'm sorry. I don't know how else to tell you that. Turn this light on. Chair. If the chair is like angled this way, and then it's a hiding spot in this configuration, it does not. You cannot hide here. There's no situation in which this is a good hiding spot. The ghost just immediately sees you and kills you. There's a big bone, big old skull on the floor. There's no hiding spots in here. Cursed item locate. It's different from map to map. I can... Hey Elle, how you doing? I can talk about them a little bit. The nursery, this is a hiding spot here. If the crib is like right up against the wall, then it's just not a hiding spot. I have gotten away with hiding like next to the crib when it wasn't a hiding spot. You can also get away with hiding behind this if the ghost doesn't come too far into the room. I don't think the beds block that much line of sight, but maybe. Come down here. This configuration is a hiding spot. Even if you don't have this other shelf, you can still kind of get away with hiding, like if you like nestle yourself right in here. What you don't want to do is you don't want to go all the way over here. You do not, you basically just want to butt yourself up against this post and just stay there. Even then, it's not that safe. Nothing, there's nowhere really to hide over here. This is probably one of the worst spots to be caught out during a hunt unless you know where to go. This might work. I've died here. I don't know how safe this is in actual practice, but it might work in a pinch. Same with hiding behind the counter. As long as you're ready to run. This is a hiding spot here. It can be filled up with items. But if it's not, then you can hide here. That's about the only safe spot in here. Yeah, we can talk about the cursed item locations, by the way. This is over here. You could get away with hiding back here if this wasn't the ghost room, but it definitely is. We got ammo 5, nice. If these boxes weren't here, this would be a hiding spot here. Hey Amy, how you doing? I'm kind of feeling Wraith here. Let me also get that light off, actually. Get this here. This is hiding spot. These boxes are here. Otherwise, there isn't really anywhere safe to be. This might work. I feel like wedge yourself in here. And if you go here, this could work. Go in here. This works in a pinch. This is a hiding spot here with these boxes. Sometimes there'll be more boxes behind it, so you can't hide there. This might work in a pinch. Just like so. Go back here. There's really nowhere to hide here. Okay. So that's all of the hiding spots on this map. Both official and unofficial. Let me get on out of here.
Welcome back.
Was indeed a wraith.
Job's ready for you.
The reason I guessed it was a wraith is because there were a couple times when I got EMF 2 when I didn't know what it was doing EMF 2 on. Let's go to Willow. Look at what these hiding spots. There aren't a lot on Willow.
Alright, we're here.
Kevin Baker, not that it matters, we're not really investigating.
Starting the investigation.
That's no. Go inside. Light on. So, living room. You can have some toters in this corner here. That would be a hiding spot, but we don't have it. I've seen people hide back here. I've also seen lots of people die back here. So I'm not sure how safe it is. I wouldn't hide here if I had any other choice. But if you're caught out over there, then that's probably your best bet. Kitchen, nowhere really to hide. You can duck behind the counter here. That's about it. In here, we got a ghost. These boxes make this a hiding spot. Otherwise, there's really nowhere to hide in here. If this desk were set up different, this would be decent, but since that faces the door directly, also don't do that, please. This is terrible. You don't want to hide like this. This might work slightly better, but still. Especially since this is a ghost room this round, I would not do that. Go over here. If this chair is like turned a bit, this would be a hiding spot. This still works somewhat as a hiding spot. It's not super reliable, but in a pinch it could work. Same with this one. Works in a pinch, otherwise, eh. Big ol' bone right there. There's nothing really in there. You could maybe get away with having the door closed and just hoping for the best. Not giving the ghost a reason to check you out, otherwise I would not be there. Basement. This can be a hiding spot, just like so. Sometimes, not necessarily. It's not the safest way to hide. Used to be able to do that all the time. But nowadays, if the ghost detects you like holding onto an open door, it'll be like, fuck you, and kill you. Can hide behind this. I wouldn't though. You can hide behind these. This is an actual hiding spot. This is not an actual hiding spot, but it works surprisingly well. I've seen the ghost come down here and not see me at all. Plus it gives you a good bit of line of sight with the ghost. You can watch the ghost hunt a bit. If I come up here, the garage. You could maybe get away with hiding in here as long as you don't give the ghost a reason to check you out. Same with behind the car. Behind this thing would work. The official hiding spots you might have are an extra piece of plywood here, making this a hiding spot. Some toters here, making this a hiding spot, or some shelves here, making this a hiding spot. But the rule of thumb for like unofficial hiding spots is deep into the room, preferably off to the side, with something between you and the door. So that's that. You can theoretically get away with hiding behind open doors as long as you don't hold them, but I wouldn't recommend that. It used to be like the meta people would do, but then the devs were like, stop doing that, and they nerfed it.
Welcome back.
Sorry,
I've
of
prepared
course.
some jobs for you.
Alright, that's all of those. Now, we can come over here. OBS. Our map explorer. So this, if you are a beginner, I would recommend using this tool because it's amazing. You can see for each map the ranges of things like detection, how far away you would have to be to see the djinn ability happen. So if the djinn is outside of the circle and it gets line of sight of you, it'll do that ability. You can see the range of disturbance during a hunt. You can see the speed boost of a Raiju during a hunt. You can see the hunt sounds for both normal and myling. See interaction ranges for normal and the twins. You can see your crucifix ranges for each tier, plus the demon for that tier. It also shows you the cursed object. So music box is in the nursery, mirror is on this wall in the living room, monkey paws in the cabinet, voodoo dolls on the garbage can in the garage, summoning circle and board are in the basement. So this will tell you where all the cursed items are for each map. It doesn't tell you the hiding spots or anything. But it is still quite helpful. This is a really, really good tool there. And that's all I've got for y'all today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to let me know what you thought down in the comments, that'd be super cool of you. Let me know how your first game of Phasmo went. If you're just new to it. If you are playing it on console when that comes out, or if you are a PC gamer, either way, just let me know how it goes. I'd be super interested to hear that. Also, if you made it this far, you probably like what you see, so if you want to join us over on twitch.tv/jazzyb_s, that'd be super cool. I would love to see you in chat there. Or if you want to just lurk, that's also super cool. But either way, I will see you when I see you. Also, we have a Discord. That's also a thing. Link will be down in the description for both that and Twitch. But either way, I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.